Hi, I hope you are well. This podcast is a place for people to share personal and professional perspectives, talk openly, and ask questions. From serious to silly to sublime, it's all about communication and connection. Always coming from a place of kindness and curiosity, we talk about shared humanity, discuss ideas, and highlight people creating a better world. We've got to keep learning, keep growing, keep being. I'm Melissa Beek, and this is Beek on Being. Today's episode is Beek on Being an Artist. Art gets you to stop, pause, interpret, think, feel, and imagine. Art is self expression, education. It brings you joy, improves culture, challenges perspectives, preserves history. Art is a universal language. Today we have artist Nadia Karam in studio to tell us all about what it means to be an artist and why art is so very necessary and important. So please introduce yourself and tell our listeners a little bit about you.
Well, hi, Melissa.
Hi.
Thank you for having
Oh,
me.
my pleasure.
I feel honored, and I'll tell you later why
Okay.
more than usual, I would
Okay.
say. So yeah, my name is Nadia Karam. I'm an artist. Feels good to say I'm an artist.
I love
Yeah,
it.
I'm an artist. I am from Morocco.
Mhm.
Left Morocco when I was 17 to study art in Paris.
Wow.
And from there, I really never came back just to visit my family, really. Study art in Paris, worked in the architectural field for a while in New York before taking ownership of being a full time artist. My parents were not very, let's say, encouraging to be an artist just by fear.
Right.
They were
Sure.
protective and were like, oh, well, that's your hobby. What do
Right.
you really want to do? We don't want you to
Right.
starve. And so it took a while, but I ended up being where I needed to be. So, yeah,
I love that. I want to talk more about that ownership of coming into being an artist later.
yes.
But what drove you to become an artist? Because you said you were studying architecture and other things, but what was that drive that made you say, no, I'm making that leap?
Well, I think when you're a creative person and you don't get to express yourself the way you need to, I think you get to a point in your life where you start not feeling very well and you don't know why.
Right.
Um,
You're not being your authentic self.
you just, there is a feeling of loss of freedom,
Right.
and you just don't know why you're not feeling that good. Why? Um, so, and it's very hard to pinpoint
Right.
at a time. Um, a friend of mine took me to watch this movie. What about Bernadette? I
Yeah.
think,
Hmm.
um, and I think that movie was a revelation for me.
Yeah.
Um, I don't know if you've seen it.
I've seen it.
So it's for me it was
Eye opening.
incredible,
Hmm.
eye opening because uh, it's the story of this very talented architect who stopped creating, and we see her live in this house, um, and you think that the house is falling apart, um, and in fact the more you watch, the more you see that every little detail is taught, um, taught,
Hmm.
well thought of, um, and basically she went crazy because she couldn't create,
Right.
she couldn't express herself.
Hmm.
Um,
There was no catharsis for her in any way.
exactly.
Yeah.
So I always created for myself, kept it in the house, um, and there is a fine line between, um, not a fine line, but there is a big difference you're an artist, but showing your work and being out there, it's a
huge.
whole other world.
Yeah.
And it's very hard. First of all, it's very hard to get to the other world.
Right.
But it's challenging personally, because what is an artist really? What makes me an artist and not someone else?
Right.
Yes, I went to school. I study art. I know how to draw.
Right. But there's a talent in that as well,
There is a talent, but I think,
more than the learn things.
see, I don't think there is a talent. I think the only talent is the talent of being able to express yourself.
True.
It's like being a writer. It's like, so who decides that
Who the
my
best
painting,
authors are,
yes,
yeah.
and this, like, I'm worthy to
Right.
be called an artist.
Right.
So there is this always this feeling of how do you say,
Imposter?
imposter syndrome.
Yeah.
You know,
Like, this isn't real. Like,
especially when you're out there.
Right.
So I was fine as long as I was in my house showing my
creating for
work,
yourself.
creating for myself.
Yeah.
But I have to say that being able to be represented, being able to go to fairs and meet people and connect with people that connects with your work
Right.
is really priceless.
Truly a professional.
It's this is the best side of stepping out of your studio, because I think every artist prefer staying and being in their environment, creating, because that's what
pleasure,
drives, that's the pleasure, the being out there selling your art is there is a, I want to say, dirty connotation about
because
it.
it's open to interpretation and people's views, and
That I'm okay with.
okay.
It's the monetary,
Oh yeah. Yeah.
placing a value
Yeah.
on your work and trying to defend your work
Yeah.
because now it has a market value.
Right.
You know, so
hard.
all that side is not my favorite side.
Right.
Yeah.
Oh gosh. Now I want to go back to your name
Yes.
because I introduced you as Nadia Karam.
Yes.
But you use an wait, I think it went out for a second. Okay. But you use an anagram.
I do.
So can you tell us what that name is and how it came about and why you use it?
Yes.
Okay.
So the anagram is my pseudonym. Let's say it's Aiden Marak, which is my name backward.
I think it's brilliant.
I think it's brilliant, and it's not my idea.
Okay.
So I have this amazing friend, a very close friend, advocate, really women advocate, pushed me also to show my work. And he knew that there was a side of me that was very reserved.
Yes.
So we talked about that, and he said, why don't you work with the pseudonym?
Yeah,
you know?
sure.
And he came up with Aiden Marak.
Brilliant.
There is the word Maroc, which is close to Maroc, which is Morocco in French.
Yeah.
And basically, you don't know who Aiden is. You don't know if it's a woman, a man. And we'll talk about it later, why it's important also. So it allowed me to be just the artist.
Right.
You know, not the mother, not the friend, not the wife, not the...
all the other labels that
nothing,
you have.
no labels.
Yeah.
Aiden Marak. Coming
Exciting.
out of, yeah. And there is also, it has its important, its importance because in Morocco, it's really, it's a village. Everybody knows everybody and families. So the first question you're asked is, it goes, "Unti bint min?" You're the daughter of, who are you the daughter of? Like, who's your mother? Who's your who?
Where do you come
belong? You belong to a name. You're attached to a name.
Yeah.
And that in that society, you know, my friends and my family never said anything, but my friends are very bothered. We're very bothered by
Really?
yeah. They're like, we can't find you. Find you. It's difficult. Like, why didn't you use your name? You should be proud of your name. It has nothing to do with me not being proud of my name. It's just it's not that girl that you know.
Right.
You
Right.
know, it's not. It's the artist.
It's the artist.
This is my world. And you can't find me good. Then my work can find you.
Right. And
Which
it
I
speaks
want
for
that.
itself
Exactly.
with no connotation to
Nothing
you.
whatsoever.
Right. I love that. I think it's brilliant.
Thank you.
I think it's brilliant. Does the play on your name or words or language play a big role in your art?
Again, just this anonymous side
Right.
of
The anonymity it brings you.
yeah,
So you could just create as you. and
as
then-
me.
Right.
No attachment to anything.
So I know you were saying about taking ownership of being an artist and who you are, and you talked about like attachment to who you are as a daughter or as a wife. Is it difficult to be a woman in the art world, though?
Very.
Okay.
Very.
Can you expand a little bit on that?
Yes, absolutely. Well, in the world of art, men are mostly represented. Like 60% of
Really?
galleries represent men. Yeah,
Wow.
we have
That's a large.
40. It is. In auction houses, the let's say I have numbers.
Right.
The highest work from an artist, a man artist, was sold at $440 million.
Wow.
The highest women artwork was sold around $44.5 million. Yeah, and that tells you everything.
I was going to say that's shocking to me.
It is. Well, that's the value they put on women's work versus men's work.
Devalued.
Totally.
Yeah.
So not as represented, which we need to be represented.
Yeah.
It's very hard for women to get representation.
Why is that the case, though? Especially in today's day and age.
Well, we started like this. We
Right.
weren't able.
Yeah, but we haven't evolved from that.
Well, it was only the 19th century
Yeah.
that, let's say, we were barred from art training.
Yeah.
And
Couldn't study.
we are represented, so roughly 40%, but more than 70% of women graduate from art schools, and versus men.
So what happens to all those creative artists?
They don't have the opportunity.
Mm.
They just don't.
That's a shame.
Yeah, because don't forget, for galleries, it's business.
Yeah.
For fairs, for art fairs,
Yeah.
it's business.
It's business.
Whatever they say, it's all about business.
Do you find that, well, this is going to be a two-part question. Do you find that because your artwork goes by the name of Aiden, that it helps in the art world? And then if they meet you, not knowing who you are, and they assume the name is a man's name, and then you show up, do you get sort of backpedaling on that?
No,
Or
they love it.
They do. They love it. I love that.
Yeah, they love it. They love it because I think they love my story,
Yeah.
and they connect with it.
Okay.
Because everyone can relate. Even if we all have different stories,
Sure.
we all can relate to each other.
So tell me more about your story.
My story. So I'm the outcast, let's say. Never came back to my country, even if I'm very, very much attached and proud to be African and proud to be Moroccan. And I go very often. But I married outside my culture. I married outside my religion. I traveled a lot. I'm just not the typical.
Right. You're your own individual.
I am my own individual, and very proud. And I don't think it was difficult because I knew exactly what I didn't want.
Right.
And just starting with this was enough for me to be adventurous.
Kudos to you.
I knew what I didn't want. I didn't know what I wanted because who knows?
But you know what you didn't.
I did, and I didn't want that life.
Okay, good for you.
Yeah.
It takes amazing strength to do that. Not everybody has the power or the ability or the will or the courage to do that.
Yeah, I I don't think you think about this when you're young. You just have dreams and goals.
Right. You want to pursue your passions.
And you scramble and you just, and that's the beauty of being young and adventurous.
Are those some of your best memories? That time when you were scrambling and trying to make things happen?
I won't say my best memories, but great memories.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
You
look on it fondly.
I do.
It wasn't a struggle for you in the sense that emotionally you were at the right place that you wanted to be. You knew you were going in the direction of your dreams.
I didn't know where I was going, but I know I was going in the direction of my dreams.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Because I was feeling free.
Yeah. Well, that's it.
And that's it. My parents were very supportive.
Good.
My dad was supportive in the way coming from a Muslim country, African, country where marriage is important. Staying in your culture,
doing the societal norms or what your family or the society expects of you.
Yeah, I was lucky because my dad always told me that getting married was not
the end goal.
It was not the end goal. He said, I want you to travel. I want you to work. I want you to have a career.
Experience
just
life.
For you to be free.
Yeah.
Marriage is not the end of it, and it shouldn't be. And it helped me a lot. Even in my relationships, even when my relationship with men and the way I was approaching that, I was never needy.
Right. Yeah. Thank God.
Because I was not going to exist through the eyes of a man.
Right, for that lens.
For that, no.
Yeah.
I was going to be my own self. And he said, you just don't settle.
Yeah, no.
Settle.
Yeah, no.
And he said, you want to get married only because you meet someone that you want to build something with.
Right. Right.
Not necessarily a family, because, I never thought I would be a mother. I just didn't know.
Yeah.
This is something that scared me.
Mm.
So I have 3 kids. What?
I hope you're not scared anymore.
No, they're my life.
The best blessings.
The best blessings. The reason for everything for me.
Yeah.
And it's the coolest thing.
It is.
It's a blessing to be able to have children, raise children, keep a family together, mom, dad, the kid. This is, today it's extraordinary.
Yeah, it is.
Even though everything is a poker game.
Yeah.
You don't know. It's like you don't know what kind of wife you're going to be, what kind of
or
mother.
what kind of test you're going to go through and what's going to push you to the limit on things.
Yeah. And, marriage,
it's a chance.
Oh my God, it's a huge chance. And we don't know.
Yeah.
We don't know. I don't know. Can I?
You can say
I
curse
swear,
words or anything.
yeah.
Oh,
We
I
don't
say
know
fuck so many times on this podcast.
We don't know jack shit.
right.
We just don't.
We don't.
We don't. And we're just like full of faith and optimism, and we're trying to build this
we're
life
naive to a lot of stuff,
which is great.
Yeah.
It's like giving birth 3 times.
Yeah.
What? You do it once and you're like,
Oh,
I'm not
my
going
God.
through this ever again.
And not pregnant now again.
Yeah. And like, what? Yeah. The ability to forget.
Yes. Well, because I think the blessings that you get sort of erase that small moment in time,
100%.
because what you get back from that is, you can't quantify it.
You can't.
You can't.
You can't.
So I want you to talk about more about the power of being a woman in the art world, especially since you gave me the numbers that it's only 40%. And that the people that you said when you show up and they're thrilled that you are a woman, even though they assumed it maybe it was a man. But tell me about that power that that holds for a woman in the art world.
Well, just that, just to be there,
Right.
standing there in a fair, next to. So I just came back from the African Art Fair 154, which is the biggest African art fair in the world.
Amazing.
It's amazing. And my gallery, the gallery who represents me, So Art Galleries in Morocco, Casablanca. And this year we were 4 artists in the booth. So guess.
You were the only woman.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was the only woman.
Wow.
And just to be there with these amazing artists also there, I was just, I'm proud to be there.
You should be.
And it is important because I'm telling different stories. I'm telling stories that men can't
understand.
tell.
So tell me about those stories. I want to know about the mediums you use. I want to know what inspires you. I want to know the stories that you have to tell. So
yeah, so being the outcast, rebellious that I am,
she's badass.
I am. Oh, okay.
I love
Thank
it.
you.
I love it.
I love imperfection.
Yeah. Oh, I love the rawness of everything. I
Everything
agree with that
is raw.
100%.
So my canvases are raw.
Fabulous.
I mix mediums, acrylic, paintings, drawings, writing. So this is the thing.
Like an ephemera of things.
Yeah, I'm writing. I write poems. I write my stories, women's stories, and I insert all that in my work. Yeah, and it's so much work, and it looks very messy.
So is life.
But if you take the time to read, everything has its own place.
Right.
Everything. It's like Bernadette.
Yeah.
In the movie,
right.
So
all the details.
And if you pay close attention, you will know. Nothing is easy. I don't make anything easy. Yeah. You have to look for clues. You have to put things together.
I love that.
You have to be interested.
Right.
To connect really. And if you do that, you can connect. So that's why I always have the best time in fairs. I talk to anyone that connects.
Uh-huh.
So usually
is it collage work? Okay.
So I do so usually it's portraits, abstract portraits, with a mix of mediums, paper, newspaper, photographs, paintings, and I will have this abstract face that looks very messy, but if you can look very close, I always have those perfect drawings.
The training comes out.
No, just to show, hey,
yeah,
I'm an artist.
Right?
I can do it because people say, "Oh my God, I can do this."
Yeah, right.
I
like
don't
they
need
say
to
that with Jackson Pollock.
Yeah,
too. Yeah,
I can do this. Well, no, you can't.
Yeah. That's why I'm the artist.
So
and
it's
you're not.
always So I use a lot of sarcasm.
I love that.
A lot of sarcasm.
I love being cheeky.
And I have these conversation starters, which are quotes. How to. And now people know about it. So especially in this 154 fair, they come looking for that wall, and there is always a wall. And someone gave me an idea. I said, you should put a camera to see people's face, and they can connect to some, and there are some very funny ones, very sarcastic, very deep.
Right.
You know, how to be rich
Right.
and still die.
Right.
How low can you hoe? Yeah, and it's on
That's
and on.
great.
So
That's
this
so
is
good.
so your reaction,
I love
Melissa.
it.
That's what I have.
I love it.
So I sit there and I see people coming to that wall, and
Oh, you
just
definitely need to have a camera
and yeah, and well, I don't know if
if it's allowed.
it's allowed
Yeah.
to film people, but I'll go deeper in that. And you have no idea how much stories I hear.
Yeah.
Just people just start opening up to me. Um,
I was going to ask you about that, like the experience you have from people's reaction from your artwork.
Oh, I have so many stories.
Okay,
We
give me
don't
a
have
good
enough
one.
time, but I'll give you a good one
Okay.
that sticked with me.
Okay.
It was at a fair in New York, and this young guy just kept on coming. He came three days in a row, and you know, he looked like an artist, not like an artist, like a cool dude, maybe musician, backpack, flip flops, and he kept going to that wall. And the third day, I went to him and I said, you know, every time you're here, I'm talking to other people, then you disappear. You keep on coming back. He's like, listen, those quotes, you know, they talk to me and they make me feel a certain way. And every time, so I wanted to know every time, you know, would it be different?
Yes.
And as I come back, it's still the same feeling. And I just lost my mother. That's what he said. I just lost my mother, and I live in her house, but I can't go into her room. So I'm thinking of buying this piece so to put it in her room so I can
So he can
find the strength to go in her room and live in everywhere in the house. That's what my
I just
art
have
do.
chills.
Yeah.
I have chills
So
when you
I
tell me
had
this
like
story.
tears, and I was
my
like,
God.
so we hugged, and I said, if I can do this
Yeah.
to someone,
Yeah. Move them on such a level.
help them go through, you know, losing
Grief and trauma.
Yeah, through. I won. Yeah, it's fantastic. That's why I'm going through this. You know, the commercial side of it
Right.
that I really don't.
You
don't
tolerate
like.
it because
It's hard.
Yeah.
It's hard to put yourself out there, and no, it's hard to find representation.
Right.
I
But
have this-
also put value on something that's priceless to you.
exactly
Because
and
it's more of an emotive experience and what it brings, not just to you, but to the viewer.
correct.
So the attachment that gentleman had and how his emotions and his strength to get him through grief and trauma, that's you can't put a value on that.
You can't. And the day after, which was the closing day, two guys came, and they wanted to meet me, and they said that they were their friend, who was that guy,
Yeah.
sent them to see the piece he, you know, transformed him.
Wow.
So we were talking because that was really I had great moment during that fair, but that was
Yeah, it
the
stuck
most
with you.
precious
Yeah.
moment. It happened that he was professional soccer player,
Oh wow.
and I didn't know. For me, it was just that kid who lost his mother,
Right.
and think she raised him by herself,
Wow.
and we had that connection.
Yeah. And that's what it's about.
That's what it's about.
Yeah.
So
It's amazing.
it is. And I think that women are able to connect in a different, more maternal way.
I think it's an emotional quote too. I think there's a certain emotional level that either we express better, not afraid to express. I think it gets us to connect on a certain level.
Yeah, totally. So
Sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt you.
no, not at all. And So we need more women. We need more women. We need
Artists.
to be represented. We need to be cheered on, helped.
Yeah.
We need to be
Encouraged,
encouraged,
supported.
supported. Yeah. And we need platforms.
So how did you get into this style of creativity as opposed to just using one medium, as opposed to just doing portraits? How did you get into this collaging, this sort of
Um, so again, my rebellious side. I met with this gallerist, big name that I won't name, and it was the beginning really, and she was debating to represent me or not, and I showed her my work, and she said, you have to stick to this. This is going to be your style. This is going to be you.
this is where you shine.
This is what's going to sell, and this is going to be your identity. And
What did you
I
think
was
about
sick
that?
to my stomach,
Oh,
and I'm like, okay, thank you, because this was very valuable.
right.
I'm not going to have a style
Right. You're boxed in then at that point.
because I have different styles, and that is bothersome. Because in order to be marketable and to have a value on a market,
Right.
you have to stick to a style.
That's identifiable in the market immediately. But then you lose your individuality, and and you're limited in what you can create.
And so I was lucky enough to grow up in Morocco, to have friends. We're a community. We couldn't really go out as girls, so we would spend time in each other's home. And my closest friends, their dad was an artist, Hassan El Glawi. And this is a whole story. For me, he's my favorite artist, not only because I grew up, in his house and I watched him paint, but he was just extraordinary. Again, his father was the Pasha of Marrakesh. He wanted to be an artist. He couldn't. Winston Churchill spoke to his dad and told him,
Wow.
to encourage him. Anyway, so he was able to, thanks to Winston Churchill.
Yeah, thank you, Winston.
And he is one of the biggest Moroccan artists, but he's known for a specific style, which is the horses and the ceremony of the king's ceremony once a year, where people pledge allegiance to him.
Right.
So that's the scene that he would paint over and over, and that's what would sell.
Right.
But I saw
was just
what
gonna
he was
say,
painting
Yeah. What did
in
you
his
see in the studio?
Oh,
It was
my
probably something
goodness.
completely different.
Portraits of his beautiful wife, his children, portraits. He made a portrait of me on a piece of wood that I have.
I was just going to ask you if you have it. That's incredible.
I do. He painted me. One day he told me, "You silly, wear a kaftan and come pose for me. I will give you the painting, and you'll have it. Just And all we wanted was play and lay
Right,
by the
sure.
pool. So I wore that kaftan, and you could see in the portrait I was kind of bored.
Right.
And he painted this one, and he painted me sitting in a garden, which was
Wow.
beautiful. But he sold that painting.
Of you in the garden?
Yeah. And because he gave me one,
Right,
and
right,
of course, and I've been chasing that piece,
Painting down,
that painting. Yeah.
Did you
and
ever find
not
it?
yet.
Oh, well, if anybody out there hears.
I know. It's a little girl wearing a yellow kaftan, sitting in the
garden?
grass. Yes.
Oh, I have like fantasies now where she exists.
Yeah. And he would paint this auto portraits on cigar paper.
Oh, wow.
Um,
So this is how you got all of the ideas to
so
sort of make
yes,
collage paintings.
and also flowers and south of France, where his wife has a little house. He would go during summertime and paint. He was much more than just horses and
Right.
pleasing
I imagine
allegiance.
he's like those great impressionist artists at the turn of the 19th.
For me, one of the greatest.
Yeah.
People don't know really that side of him, and those paintings don't sell as I mean, today I'm sure they do
Well, I'm
more
sure,
than
but-
before, but he gifted me for my wedding this south of France sort of paysage with the with a little note, and he was very discreet and very humble, and
You must cherish that.
yeah, I do. It's in my bedroom.
Wow.
Yes. So yes, and I just refuse to be in a box.
Right.
I won't do things because it sells
Right.
better.
Well, I think that wouldn't satisfy your soul if you did.
Yeah, exactly. I'm privileged because I don't need it to live,
Right.
which gives me a big freedom. But also, it's harder because
Yeah.
somehow you have to be a starving artist
Right.
to be special.
Right.
You have to have a story. And often, also that side of the art world that I don't like, you have to come up with a story.
Right.
Because story,
You're
that's what
selling
sells.
yourself,
Yes.
not just your work.
Exactly. You have to sell yourself. I don't know how to sell myself.
Right.
I don't like to sell myself.
You're an artist.
Yeah, that's all.
So what does
So-
your day look like? Like, what does your creative process look like?
It's totally bipolar.
Okay. Okay.
It's totally bipolar.
Is it just when you're inspired and
No.
you're moved to something, or do you get up every day and make a habit of getting into the studio? And
It depends.
okay,
So my priority is my family, my kids. So when my kids are around, I have 2 kids in college and one that is still here. So when I'm with them or I need to be there for them, that's my priority.
yeah.
And then I go and there is no rules. It's exactly
Right.
my world.
Right.
There are no rules.
Yeah.
I can be there 7 days, 10 hours per day, and I can go once every week.
Right.
It depends, and it
Right.
depends what I'm working on.
True.
Starting a new series is challenging because it takes me time to get into what I want. And I
Right.
never know if it's going to happen in 2-3 days, a week. I don't, but when it
Right.
starts, oh boy,
Oh, it's overflowing.
yeah. That's when I don't want to leave.
You can't leave the studio.
I can't.
Got to
leave
get it all out.
Yes.
Yeah.
And unfortunately, sometimes I have to because again,
Life.
be
Yeah.
lifing, you know. I'm lucky I have my studio in my home.
Oh,
I
that's
don't know if I'm
amazing.
lucky though, because sometimes I think about, when the kids were little, I would go to school pickup, looking like a homeless with paint everywhere. I embarrassed my kids
Oh, that's okay.
quite a lot.
I think
but
you're not a great mother if you haven't embarrassed your children at least once a
Right?
day. I always tell them, if I haven't done something to embarrass you once a day, then I'm not doing my job.
I'm not doing my job. So, so I'll do those school runs, thank God, because my studio was in my house. But sometimes I think that if I was secluded somewhere, that nobody would bother
You'd
me.
never
and
come
I can,
out.
yeah.
Yeah.
But what is great is I have that.
Yeah.
I'm lucky to have that.
Yeah.
Something to look forward to.
Yeah.
I can go into my studio. This is my world. When I'm sad, when I'm scared, when I'm everything, I go there and I get to create, to have this cocoon.
Right. And a catharsis too, I would think.
It's my world.
Yeah.
Express myself. I listen to podcasts
Oh, you
a lot. Yeah, I love it. I was listening to the other day to you and your mom and your sisters, and
She's a
it
trip.
was such a beautiful shit show. And
Yeah, it was
your
such a
mom is
shit
really
show.
special. But I want to tell the story because this is
Oh, no.
why I'm here today.
Okay, yes.
Me, that is actually, very reserved when it comes to talking about my work. So you're Ruthie's daughter.
Yeah.
And I was like, okay, of course, do that. I was still bitching a little bit driving here. I was like, oh my God, like,
I know.
I
What
don't
did I
like
get
to talk
myself
about
into?
Yes, but you're Ruthie's daughter. And if you allow me, I want to talk about Ruthie just a little
Of
bit.
course.
How Ruthie became important in my life.
Okay.
So quickly, I go to this Pilates studio, right? Very tiny, no name. When people ask me, where do you go
know.
for Pilates? I'm like, it's like I'm talking about this forbidden place.
Right.
It's hidden. I'm like, well, it's in South Miami. What's the name? Oh,
Doesn't
there's
have
no
a name.
name, but you have to get in from an alley. Like
Yeah.
we always make
Yeah.
fun of it when we talk about it at the studio because it's really fun. So then in the little studio, we have 2 classes going on, private and class of 2, 3, sometimes 4, but really 3, and private. And I would see this woman, badass woman,
Yeah.
always laughing with Lori and we just say hi. And she was very nice and nurturing and I don't know, I started wishing her Shabbat Shalom on Fridays. She would be, Shabbat Shalom. Well, I'm from Morocco. We have, it's a Muslim country, but it's the only Muslim country where we have also Moroccan, Jewish Moroccans.
Right.
So I grew up with close Jewish Moroccan friends and doing Shabbat and doing all that. So there is always something comforting. And we always say, in Arabic, light a candle for me.
Right.
Light a candle.
Yeah.
I grew up with this. So then she was so nice. I would tell her, well, light a candle. I will. Very, very, very nice woman. Fast forward 2025. I do my mammogram every year. And June 2025, I do my mammogram. They call me back. Do again. They suspect something. The radiologist came out and she's like, Nadia, what did you do different since last year? Like, well, I started taking hormones therapy. I'm going through menopause. I was going crazy. She's like, you stop that right now, right away. We want to do a biopsy. And from there, 3 months of absolute chaos and craziness. Mammograms, ultrasound, MRIs, biopsies, biopsies under MRI, negative. I went to see my OBGYN that I love, and I would say,
What's wrong?
What's wrong? What would you do if it was one of your girl? I said, you should go see a surgeon oncologist because they know how to read this. And I'm like, oncologist? It's like, no, don't be scared. They just know how to read these things.
Okay.
So I go see a male oncologist, surgeon oncologist, gave me more things to do, MRIs, more this, more that. Negative. There was a feeling.
Yeah, I was just going to say, why did you keep pursuing a negative? You must have known in your soul that this wasn't right.
And I've always been scared of the word cancer.
Yeah. It's a frightening word.
That little Pilates studio is our therapy session. We complain, we talk. So it's
you figure things out in these.
Everything.
Yeah.
I have many stories.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, not enough for today, but I have for you, I can go on and on. But so I'm in the studio and the private is going on and the group session. And I'm talking about, so everybody's asking, negative, but I went to see this oncologist and a friend of mine told me about this doctor, Star Mountner, that she's a star. And
amazing.
I'm trying to get to see her, but it's more difficult than getting into the White House. They're like, yeah, we heard of her. Anyway, I go home 15 minutes later, I get a phone call. Yeah, hi, this is Ruthie. I'm sorry I asked Lori for your number. I'm here at MCI and I have Maria in front of me, so she's gonna.
This is my mother.
This is your mother.
This,
I hope you don't
this
mind.
all tracks.
Maria, here. She needs an appointment. You need to do something about it.
Now.
Maria takes the phone and she's like, well, okay, we're gonna. And they got me in a week later.
Oh, incredible.
This
oh my
woman
God.
that I was just saying hi to and nothing more, drove from the studio to Miami Cancer Institute, barge into Dr. Mountner's office to talk to her assistant.
Yeah.
For me.
Right.
What? She didn't make a phone call.
No. Sorry. No, I'm crying too. She's a powerhouse. I'm just going to say for our listeners, she's probably not even 5'2".
She's not.
Her mouth is bigger than her body. And if she feels that there's an injustice or someone's not getting what they need, she is going to move mountains to make it happen for them.
She doesn't even know me. So this woman drove to MCI, gets me in. A week later, I was in. Meet Dr. Mountner.
Who's also incredible.
Oh, that's another story.
Beyond incredible.
I see this young blonde woman, girl, like almost little girl. I'm like, oh, this is
she's fabulous.
Star Mountner. Yeah. She's like, okay, I can see why you feel a certain way. Let's do this. Let's do a lumpectomy.
A lumpectomy.
And let's take this out so you don't have to worry about it. Yeah, let's do this. 10 days later, I was there. Took it out. Okay, see you in a week. The day of my appointment, she calls me and she's like, okay, this is Dr. Mountner. I know you're coming in an hour. I just want to let you know that we found a tiny tumor, very tiny. So I just want you to be ready and bring your husband. Everything is going to be okay. Don't worry. Just, I wanted to let you know. I didn't want you to be surprised here.
Right.
This dragon slayer, who is dealing with, so many patients, incredible hard cases, took the time in her day
to reach out to you
an hour before because she wanted me to come prepared.
Right.
Like,
I mean, she's brilliant in and of herself. She's just on every level, not just as a physician, but as a person.
Didn't have her PA call me. Didn't have her. No. Herself. So of course my world crumbled. Went there, and I have many stories, but it ended up being extremely early, stage 1.
Wow.
Couldn't be seen in any mammogram, ultrasound, MRI, biopsy, nothing. The oncologist told me, you were not meant to find it because we couldn't see it.
Right. But thank God.
Thank God. Found it. She said, let's remove this. And she didn't know. She removed it because it was a benign calcification.
Right.
So thank God I, do your mammograms every year.
Yeah, don't take proactive to everything.
Don't take no for an answer.
You have to be your own advocate.
Reach out for help.
Yes.
There are some amazing group of women.
Yeah.
MCI is an amazing hospital. I was able to
talk to everybody.
Yeah.
Information and education is the key to everything.
Be careful of hormones, whatever they're trying to push right now. The narrative of, it was false. No, mine was created purely by HRT. By HRT.
Mm-hmm.
I was not a candidate.
Right.
I saw some doctors in France also because I didn't know what to do. Do another lumpectomy, clean and radiation, or double mastectomy. I went with the double mastectomy because I am naturally extremely anxious, and I didn't want to go through.
There's no need to worry.
Where in France, they're much more conservative approach. But they told me, if you have dense breast, you are not candidate for HRT, period. Whatever they're telling you, if we're not able to see clearly in your breast, it's just going to make it worse. So they don't say that here. I say it to everyone.
Yeah.
Everyone. And from there, I continued to be my own advocate.
Good.
They wanted to give me a hormone suppressor, which creates other cancer.
More problems.
Yeah. Forget about the other problems, osteoporosis, everything. It's a terrible drug.
Right.
So there is a test that you can do. It's called Mama Print. It's not covered yet, unfortunately.
Yeah.
But Mama Print is a test. They test the tumor to see what are the chances for it to be recurrent.
Right.
Mine was ultra low. And thank God. So I didn't need any chemo, nothing.
God. Yeah.
But also, I didn't need to take this drug. I mean, they want you to take the drug just in case of.
Right.
But in case of, comparing to.
No, you know your own body. Like you said, you're your own best advocate.
You do. So during this journey, I gained sisters. I mean, Ruthie is. I mean, I can give her a kidney, right? She can ask me for a kidney, and I'll be for sure.
Yeah,
let's go.
And
Friday,
right.
Sure.
But no, you're talking about powerful women. Star. Well, my mother, I know, I grew up with her, but Star is an amazing, incredible woman too.
She became a very close friend of mine. She took me under her wings because I was frightened.
Yeah, sure. What's terrifying to hear those words.
She was there. She would call me. So after the double mastectomy, they take the tissue and they test to make sure.
Right.
She called me on a Saturday just because she had the result and she didn't want me to wait for the good news on Monday.
The most dedicated physician I know.
She has two young children.
Yeah.
She works her ass off.
Oh yeah.
MCI is lucky to have her because so many women
spectacular
go there because of her. I sent so many people there because of her.
Yeah.
She is incredible.
Yeah, she's beyond.
Yeah, she would drag me out of my bed to go on walks on a Saturday when she can be with her family. Like she's
an inspiration.
She's an angel.
Yeah.
We're walking, and I'm like, even during the week, if she has 2 hours in the morning and she doesn't have surgery that day, she'll be like, okay, let's go. And when we part ways, I'm like, okay, well, you're going to go save lives and I'm going to go paint. Okay. Right. Like what is it? How do you measure that? And she's so, and I text her for things and call her, and she takes everything very at heart, and she's never bother her.
Yeah.
And so I'm so blessed in life to have met such incredible people.
Yeah. So I was going to talk about that too, because I was going to say, you're talking about two really inspirational women.
Yes.
So in your world as an artist, who, you've told me two who's, or what inspires you?
All these women.
Yeah.
All these women I met in my life.
Yeah.
I was,
do they and their stories become part of your artwork?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because I think we go through the same, wherever you come from, whatever your culture, your religion, we all go through, I feel, the same things.
Yeah, we're shaped by these experiences.
Yes. The struggle, the everything. And I feel, and I don't want to be stamped as a feminist or...
Why not?
But well, because I think we're more than that.
Yes.
You know, we're more than that. But we have a sensitivity. We have a deeper connection with everything.
Right.
People.
On a soulful level.
Soulful level.
Mm-hmm. I agree with that 100%.
And we nourish.
Right. We feel energy. We feed energy.
You
we
say
nourish.
Mother Nature.
Yeah.
Mother Earth.
Mm-hmm.
Mother.
Mm-hmm.
And you don't need to be a mother to understand it. But we have this need of taking care
Nurturing.
of other people. Nurturing. That's how we strive. That's where we get our energy, by giving our energy.
It feeds our soul too.
It does. So creating for me, writing, inserting those poems, those stories, having those sarcastic quotes, making people laugh, but they're
relating.
And I'm making fun of us always, but I'm telling.
Well, you have to have a sense of humor. You're not going to get through anything.
Exactly. I'm you know, how to bore me by amusing everyone. Things like that.
Yeah,
or
I love that.
Or which ones? I mean, I have so many.
I was laughing at how low can you hoe?
How low can you hoe?
It's good. I love that.
Yes. It's, I think I'm gonna one day publish them. I keep saying that, but I keep adding.
You should. You should absolutely.
Yeah, I keep adding. For if you don't have the means to buy an artwork, you can have a book and you can just
100%.
read and you laugh. It makes you think. That's what art is.
I'm championing this book. Absolutely.
Okay.
No, but you should take pictures of those images, those sort of like little capsules.
Yes.
And what inspired you and where it came from and the stories behind it. And then they can have a keepsake of all of that for
the
themselves.
beauty is,
love that.
Yes, the beauty of it is that I don't owe them. And I don't own them.
Right.
Because everybody can see themselves
in it. Right.
So when I have those conversation starters, I always ask people, so which one
resonates with
you? And they show me, and then they tell me their stories.
Yeah.
Why?
I love that. And I think at different points in your lives, those quotations and things or poems that you write and things like that resonate with you on different levels in the perspectives of the experiences that you've had.
Yes.
Someone at 20 experiences it different at 60, but then maybe the 20-year-old at 60 sees a different perspective of that.
Totally.
Yeah. I love that.
So when I express myself, when I create, when I write, when I paint, I put it out there.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like
a piece of yourself too.
But I'm dealing with my issues, and once it's out there, it's released.
Yeah.
And I have,
it's cathartic.
It is.
Yeah.
It never ends because I have so many things to say. So
but at least you have an outlet for that.
I do. And I'm often asked, well, is it hard to sell your work, to
I was going to ask you this. Okay, so I was thinking about this. One, how did you go from it being a personal sort of catharsis to a professional? How did you make that jump? When did you decide, I need to get representation, I need to put it out there?
Well, a woman again.
Yeah.
So my friends who would come, I would host dinners. That's something that I love. I don't love to cook. I cook. I love to cook for people, first, like putting people together.
Right.
So I would host these dinners and mix people. And I changed it, but I had a conversation starter, and it was a huge one. And it said, everybody's full of shit. And you have no idea.
The responses.
Like, people get offended.
So when the people that were there, this was the transition from you being just in a practice of doing it and then became a professional.
Yeah. Well, so I have my work all over my house.
Mm-hmm.
So I was hosting this dinner, and this woman, who's a curator, art curator, saw my work and asked me why wasn't I exhibiting my work. I said, oh my God, I don't know, like imposter syndrome.
Yeah, back to that.
I don't have the story of, I live in this beautiful house.
Right, I don't know, I'm marketing myself.
I have all these huge walls full of art, and I don't know if I'm a candidate. She's like, of course you are. You have so much to say. This is amazing. And she created my first exhibition.
That's so cool. Another impressive, empowering woman. I love that.
Absolutely. And it was sold out.
Is it hard for you to sell your work?
Very.
Like, what are you experiencing when you have to give your work away? Someone purchases it. Like, what is that experience?
No, the minute I finish an artwork, it's not mine anymore.
You're done with it.
I'm done.
Mm-hmm.
I put it out there.
Right.
I emptied the bag, and I always keep 2-3 pieces per series.
But
for
your
my
attachment
children.
to it, excuse me, your attachment to it is
I'm not
gone.
I am no.
Okay.
I'm not so about me. I don't get attached to material, to things. I just don't.
Good.
And my artwork included. No, I have no problem. What is hard for me is to advocate for myself in being represented in other galleries, because I need. But Nadia, you need other galleries. You need, because these galleries, they don't.
The marketing part is not an
the
easy
marketing,
part for a creative person.
It's not. Again, in the magical Pilates studio,
Magical Pilates studio.
they put me in contact with
I
this
love it.
amazing woman, and she texted me yesterday. She's in the art world, very knowledgeable. She was on the board of museums. She is still. And they put me in contact. I should have texted her or called her. I didn't. She texted me yesterday. It's been a month. She texted me yesterday.
Oh, wow.
I didn't answer.
Oh.
And I thought, okay, this is me sabotaging myself.
Right.
I go to Pilates this morning.
The magical studio.
And she was there leaving. Yeah. And I'm like, sorry, I didn't call you back. I apologize. Okay. She's like, no worries. Let's, I'm traveling. Okay. We have a rendezvous next week. She's coming to see my studio and my work.
That's fabulous.
And I'm already shrinking.
Oh.
What am I going to show her?
Right.
Because I do need more representation. I need to be in a gallery in the US, more galleries, not even one, but just at least one. I have one in Africa, but I need one in Europe.
Yeah.
I need my work to travel, to touch. That's how your work touches more people.
Right. More exposure. Does that self-doubt, like when you said you were shrinking, does that self-doubt ever prohibit you from being creative? Is there ever a time that you're frustrated with your creative process?
No,
never. Okay,
never.
That's good.
It's like it's like being frustrated with expressing yourself. No matter how you do it, just do it.
Right.
Cry, scream.
Oh yeah, because the release is great.
That's all you need to do.
Yeah,
is release it. So no frustration with
coming up with an idea for a new series.
Coming with an idea, no, but being pleased.
Oh, I don't think any artist is ever pleased with their work entirely. Are you always? Do you ever think like, oh, later on I should have done this, I should have done that, or changed
100%.
Yeah, okay. So no artist is ever satisfied with their work.
But
at least none that I've met.
Yeah, absolutely. I know your dad was an artist.
My dad, my daughters, me.
Oh, your daughter, yeah.
I'll show
so
you
your mom
pictures
told
later.
me that you have to have Melissa see your studio. I'm like, okay, I will.
I would love to see your
So
studio.
yeah, you're invited.
Oh, I'm definitely doing that.
Yeah, let's come and have tea and we can
I love
talk
that. I love tea.
and show you
Tea and
tell
art.
you
You just enticed me. That was it. Done.
and tell you stories. I love that.
stories.
I love showing my work and tell my
good.
stories.
I
That
can't
I
wait.
love. That's
Okay.
why I love being at fairs.
Yeah.
Because usually,
It's a connection, a human connection.
Gallery says, you should go. People love to see artists, but you don't have to be there the whole time.
Right.
I'm there the whole time.
Yeah, because it's a human connection.
Yeah. And
We're
sometimes they're
feeling
like, oh, they're not going to buy. Just don't. I'm like, I don't care.
It doesn't matter.
I'll see a group of students.
Mhm.
And again, you never know.
Yeah.
and one of the fairs, there was a group of students, and I went to them, and in Morocco, and they go to this art school in Tétouan, north of Morocco. I'm just so proud. And we started talking and connecting, and they had all these questions, and first they were very studious about it, but studious about it, taking notes, and I kind of pushed them to just be themselves and talk about their art and how they connect with mine and expressing themselves. And we spent time, and I wasn't selling, and I wasn't spending time with potential buyers. I didn't care.
Right.
And my gallerist is a woman, and I want to say, I think I can shit on a piece of paper and she'll be like to me, she loves what I do.
She's devoted. We'll say she's devoted to you.
She loves what I do. Yeah. And that's why I adore her. And we are more than gallerist artists. She's my friend. And so she knows that I love to connect with people. So she would just.
Is that the greatest takeaway? Because I was going to ask you, what does it mean to be an artist? Is it connection?
It is connection. It is connection. It is. It's helping people by connecting to your work, to feel things.
Yeah.
Number one, not everyone needs to express themselves in a certain way. But art is about feeling.
Okay. That was my next question. Not just what it means to be an artist, but why is art important?
It's important because you create that feeling, and that feeling is being alive.
Yeah.
That's how you know you're like. How do you know you exist? Right. Through the other, the look of others. You know, the other. So you see me, therefore I exist, because otherwise I wouldn't know I exist. Same with art. You don't know. It's like a music. You see what you told me about the music I chose and how you felt.
For my Beek beat, I love that.
Yeah, and it transported you somewhere.
Oh, yeah.
So music does that. Scents do that. Art
does that.
Sends you somewhere.
It's otherworldly, yeah. It's a memory. It's an imagination. It's a future. It's a past.
And that's what AI, the future, can't replace.
No.
So being an artist is
making that tangible connection to something or someone.
That's it. And instigating this in people.
Yeah.
You know. So to finish the story about the students,
yes.
Just to tell you how life is, and it's never what it seems to be.
No.
So we talk, and they were young, and one of them stayed when they left, and she said, well, I work for this foundation in Saudi Arabia. I'm the right hand of this princess, and we would like to curate. They want to curate, and I'm assisting her, an exhibition, and only women artists.
Wow.
And there are no Moroccan artists, no African artists, and
they want you.
But not for my paintings, for my quotes. She said, because it's an art that we don't really know.
Wow.
And it's provocative. And so this country that is trying to revive its image. And so here I am making this connection without.
Amazing.
You know, this is what art does. This is what being open. This is what not being judgmental or set on things, or you never know. There are opportunities.
Yes.
Everywhere.
Right.
Look at the little studio.
Yeah.
I feel like it saved my life.
I'm going to call it the magical.
The magic.
I love that.
It is. I
It
get all
is.
my addresses there.
Yeah, I love it.
I needed to find a psychologist,
Right.
a therapist, because someone in my family going through something.
But I think it's what you said. It's being open.
Yes.
It's talking. It's making connections with
Connection.
people, and that's all of it.
And not being afraid of
yeah,
different people.
right.
Not
being closed-minded.
Not being close-minded. Like trying new food.
Yeah, I
talking
love
to
it.
everyone.
Oh, I love that.
Just getting out of the labeling and the status
and out of your bubble.
That's all. That's called living.
Yeah.
You know the feeling you have, and I know I am a big traveler, and I traveled a lot, and I love traveling, and I instigated this in my children, like your mom did with you, and so the kids, we were blessed to be able to take off from work for 2 months during summer times, and we would go to Asia for 2 months and roam Asia, and we did it year after year after year. And the feeling you have when you travel, you feel like somebody else.
Yeah.
You feel vulnerable because you're not in your element.
Right.
You don't have your car.
But also
you have to
exciting.
You get to be that person that you're not.
Right. When you're not home.
When you're not home.
Yeah.
So
art does that too. It transports you like that.
Exactly. When you cannot travel, you have art, and art takes you.
I feel that way about art, about books, about music. I think what you said was right. Oh,
It's about creating that feeling, just feeling.
Yeah.
That's all. That's how you know you're alive.
Yeah.
It's like how you know you exist.
Yeah.
How you know you're alive. It's your
Feeling.
Sadness, happiness, content,
I love
even
all these
fear,
stories.
everything. Once you just live for feeling things.
Yeah. Beautifully said.
Allow yourself to feel those things.
Beautifully said.
And that's how you release, by allowing yourself to feel.
I like that.
You feel
so
creative.
Glad you were here today.
Yeah, I'm so glad I'm here.
I'm so grateful. I love all your stories. I can't wait to go to your studio. I mean, that's before I let you go, though.
Yes.
I do a thing called Quickie Questions with all of my guests.
Yes.
Are you game?
I'm game.
Oh, I love it. Okay, what's your favorite journey?
Oh, life.
Okay, good answer. I like that one. That was good. Was there a decision in your career that changed everything for you?
Yes, putting myself out there.
Okay, I like that. What is your most treasured possession? And I wrote this question before you told me the story about your friend's father. I don't know if that's it, but...
Possession as material?
Yeah, it could be anything.
Oh, well, material, there's nothing that, possession, which is not possession.
Right.
It's my family.
Yeah.
It's what I created.
Yeah.
It's
your masterpiece.
Yeah, my masterpiece, because there are no books that teach you how to create that.
Right.
That's my most precious.
I love it.
Creation, I want to say.
Okay, I like that. I like the phrasing of that. Okay, last question. Favorite childhood memory?
Oh, okay. Being in Africa, we didn't have what you grew up with. So movies were everything. I mean, 2-3 movies we had in VHS, and watching The Breakfast Club over and over and over again with my siblings, and discovering what a can of Coke was, because we had Coke, but in glass bottles.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Brown paper where you get to take your food, sushi.
Yeah, no.
Yeah, The Breakfast Club, watching The Breakfast with my siblings.
That's great.
And that's my comfort. And if I'm feeling sick or...
A good John Hughes movie always does it.
And my kids, they make fun of me because if they see me watching The Breakfast Club, they're like, oh no,
what's wrong?
What's wrong with her?
At least you found
Mom,
comfort. That's fine.
I do. So
Oh, I
that's
love
my
that.
most cherished.
Thank you
Yeah.
so much. I love
Thank you
that.
for
Thank you.
having me.
I'm so honored to have you here today. It
Are
was
we
really
done?
great. I think so.
Oh my God.
I didn't
I'm
even look
so-
at the time, but
Me
I
too.
feel like
I'm just started. I'm
I
starting
love-
here.
Well, we'll
mean,
have to have you back.
I would love to.
Oh, good.
Would
Thank you
love
so
to.
much. I was really thrilled that you're here today. And
Melissa,
your
thank
stories
you.
are incredible.
Thank
and
you.
I can't wait to go to your studio. But
Anytime.
you talk about powerful, incredible women. I think you need to put yourself in that category as well.
Thank you. Not yet.
No. I'm telling you.
Thank you,
right? You said
Melissa.
to be seen as being of who you are.
Yes.
Well, I'm seeing that you are also a badass.
Thank you.
And incredible.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you, Melissa. Thank you.
To our listeners, thank you so much. So grateful you're here. Keep listening, keep learning, keep laughing, keep up with Beek on Being. Follow Beek on Being on Instagram for the latest. To share thoughts, ideas, suggestions, or nominate a guest, DM us. Want exclusive content, behind the scenes stories, and listener links? Subscribe. Listen to Beek on Being wherever you get your podcast. All episodes are automatically transcribed. Big shout out and a huge thank you to Stephen Chen at Penthouse Studios. Beek on Being was recorded at Penthouse Studios and is a proud member of the Penthouse Podcast Network.